What is up, everybody? It is JG here, and welcome to another Clash of Clans video. So today, I'm going to be taking a look at the Kill Squad Lalo strategy at Town Hall 9. So this is a popular strategy for multiple Town Halls, 9 through 12 pretty much. It's definitely a very popular strategy and it's very effective. However, to make a video about how Kill Squad Lalo works from Town Halls 9 to 12 is not exactly the easiest thing, because as you progress through the game, each Town Hall gets more and more complex, and so there's different things. So today I'm going to be focusing strictly on Town Hall 9 Kill Squad Lalo. So I'm going to go ahead and break down each attack and tell you how to basically execute the attack as best you can. So you want to start here. As you can see, I started the raid with a golem out front, as well as some wizards to do some funneling, and then pushing in with my heroes and then my CC bowlers. Afterwards, I'm going to circle around the base with my Lalo over here. So this is a very straightforward strategy. It's very effective, probably one of the strongest strategies in the game in general if you're looking at Town Halls 9 through 12. Just Lalo is an incredibly strong strategy that's, that's used all across the board, and especially at Town Hall 9, it packs quite a punch. As you can see here, I'm powering through this base, still tons of spells left, dropping my final spell actually. One poison spell left alive, that's for all the air skellies. So ideally, the army composition that you're bringing for this raid can vary, but I'm bringing usually around 2 hounds, upwards of like 18 to 20 loons. I'm bringing a couple of extra minions just to do some cleanup, as well as I'm bringing 1 golem and 5 wizards. Now, a lot of people use 2 golems for this kill squad. I wouldn't recommend that, mainly because 1 golem does plenty enough tanking for your entire kill squad. As you notice, look at the top of the screen. That golem is still at full. It's still full. It hasn't broken yet. And, the raid is pretty much over at this point. So what happens is if you take 2 golems, you usually end up with 2 golems just kind of beating up against a wall, rather than having, say, 6 more loons or some more minions for cleanup. So that can sometimes make you run into a time fail, which I've seen happen in the past. But regardless, I'm able to get it done here. Taking out this base, this is a bit of an easy base. This is like a very casual farm base. This is a base that, you see all the time. So I've got 2 replays for multiplayer battles. I've got 1 war replay, and I have 1 live for you. So again, this queen was upgrading, but I did want to go in and just kind of show you the fundamentals. So I started with my golem out front with the wizards behind, doing a bit of funneling. I only have 5, so I have to be very, very precise on how I place them down. I actually didn't get a good enough funnel, and so I had to wait a little bit for my CC. Once I got that building down on the left, I was able to drop my CC in. King decided to walk, but the bowlers and the queen went towards that archer queen altar. So just to demonstrate here, I know the queen was down. However, the bowlers were still able to push in, and they would have taken the queen down because they would have been able to reach her. So now I've got an air sweeper, the queen, as well as I would have pulled the CC. Now, a lot of these raids don't have CCs, and you'll see the war raid where there is one. Ideally, with your kill squad, it's the same exact thing as doing a goho. You want to try and grab the archer queen, X-bow, clan castle. Those are the 3 main things you want to grab with your kill squad. Grabbing an air defense, grabbing some air sweepers is definitely helpful as well, but you have to get the queen, the CC, and possibly an X-bow. Otherwise, you're going to be really out of luck here. You're going to have to rush to a queen pop, which is a different strategy in itself, which I may make a video on at some point, who knows. But yeah, again here, I'm just absolutely smashing this base, crushing it here for a triple. I know there was no defending CC, I know there was no defending queen, however, it wouldn't have mattered because of the amount of loons. Like, look at how many loons are still alive, and that's the key about the strategy, is usually, if you do it correctly, you're just going to see that you have so much left on the screen. I mean, like, look at it, there's at least like 12 to 14 loons left alive here, plus that full-size golem sitting at the top. And yeah, I'm going to wrap this up for a triple. So again, I know these bases are kind of easier, although they have max defenses. There's no defending CC, no queen. So now I'm going to actually take you into a war raid. Now, again, this base isn't exactly as strong as it should be, but I'm just trying to demonstrate the attack just to show you how it is executed. So we have Retail Row Rick here over in Warbusters. He's going to be going in with his kill squad over here. Again, 1 golem, only 1. There's no need to bring 2. 2 is just a bit excessive for the tanking. Starting with that golem, I'm going to try and break it in for a quadrant. He's going from the bottom here because he wanted to grab the CC, the enemy queen, and possibly that air sweeper and those 2 air defenses. So now he's got his queen, bowlers going in. They're going to walk just a tad bit, but they're going to actually end up going in the middle. Some split off to the right, but it's okay at this point. As long as the queen can go in and take down that CC and enemy queen, he will be golden here. So he was really banking on the queen looping back, and she is going to. It's a bit of luck there, but he was still able to take it down, and now they're going to grab the enemy CC, 2 air defenses, and the enemy queen, and now at this point he's ready to start his Lalo. Now, the key to doing this Lalo is making sure that you're not spreading everything out too much. You want to make sure that everything moves in together around the base. Notice how the base has adapted more of an L shape. It's almost the same thing like deploying a Goho, whereas you don't want to spread your hogs out, you want them to kind of go in together and wrap around the base in more of an L-shaped fashion. Now, some bases are designed differently and, you know, not the best for, you know, Lalo, so they may be better for Witch Slap or Goho. It's base dependent, but most bases that you'll find at Town Hall 9, you'll be able to Lalo like this, usually, most times. So yeah, there's a corner Tesla, didn't really matter that much, and as you can see, his loons are moving around in that counterclockwise motion, and they're able to take down all the defenses. And look at how many loons are still alive. All defenses down, there's still a Lava Hound. Again, this base wasn't a maxed out base. I'm just demonstrating just to show the, you know, the power of the raid and also how to use it. But yeah, it's a very effective strategy. It does take practice. The Lalo portion takes a bit of practice. You know, you can't just like, you know, all of a sudden jump into it and be amazing at it. Although you can kind of look and pinpoint how he's dropping his Lava Hound in and how he's dropping his loons to follow. He's making sure that the loons are pathing with the Lava Hound, and as the Lava Hound is taking damage from all of the single target defenses and all the air defenses, he's dropping in his loons to come in from behind and actually take down the defenses. So now I'm going to jump to a live raid of mine. I actually ended up hitting this base here. It's not incredibly strong. Again, this is not a max Town Hall 9. It doesn't have a max queen. Didn't have a CC. But at the same time, it's just demonstrating what the attack is supposed to do and how you execute it. So I actually did end up messing this raid up here. So I broke in through that wall down there, but the problem was that I didn't funnel correctly. I needed to make sure that that barracks up there went down, but I deployed my CC too early, and now my king and all of the bowlers have decided to walk. I was lucky enough to get a wizard to go in there and grab the queen, which was definitely very, very helpful, but I basically wasted a rage there, and it wasn't looking good for me. I really didn't get that much value. I got an air sweeper, I got the queen, and I got the CC, but I didn't grab any air defenses, and that was my problem. No, actually, I did grab one, but that was, again, just a lucky bowler skip. So now I'm starting my Lalo from the right side. I'm making sure I don't spam it in. I've sent my loons in towards that wizard tower. I'm taking down that air defense, and then after that air defense goes down, I drop another Lava Hound that's going to go in with the already damaged Lava Hound, and by the time that other Lava Hound pops, my other Lava Hound, which is at full health, is going to be right there and also going to start tanking. And now all my loons are basically able to travel through the base, all happy, you know, it's great, and then they just absolutely smash it up. So yeah, it's a very straightforward strategy. It does take time and practice. I recommend you getting a good clan that's willing to stick out a lot of FCs, that's really willing to, you know, practice, help you get better. But once you master this attack, you will be able to triple almost every single Town Hall 9 base with this army. Now granted, it can't triple every single base, but it can triple, I would say, close to 85 to 90% of bases. It's just an incredibly strong strategy, and I highly recommend you guys try it out in wars, and who knows, you know, you may smash it up. So yeah, that is gonna do it for me. That is gonna do it for me. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please be sure to smash that like button, and don't forget to subscribe. Also, be sure to follow me on Twitch. That's where we will be doing some Clash of Clans live streams, where you can watch me execute these attacks live if you really would like to. So yeah, that is gonna do it for me, and I will see you guys later. See ya.